What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Charting Crypto to Infinity and Beyond. XCN is up 21.8% at 2.1 cents, $732 million market cap, 48 billion coins total with 33 billion in circulation. All-time high on this bad boy is 18 cents. I think we can easily overtake that this bull run. I've gone it over this several times on why I think that all-time low was a year ago. XCN or Onyxcoin is currently available on the following exchanges, Coinbase being the leading volume, followed by 3 different pages of exchanges. So if you want this coin, there's a good chance you can find it somewhere. So with that, let's get into the price prediction and technical analysis on XCN. All right, everybody, let's get into XCN to Infinity and Beyond. Right now, we are currently experiencing a breakout right here. Big gains currently coming in, and I've gone over it several times about how I think we're going to be replicating this, but on a much grander scale. And what I'm seeing here is you had this small little phase right here before you started rallying, and I think that's exactly what's happening here right now. I'm going to back that up with some solid TA proof. So first things first on the day chart, let's draw some fibs. You know, I like me some fibs from the high to the low right now. We are currently above the 786. That is huge, guys. That is absolutely massive. That's what we were talking about in the last couple XCN videos, is reclaiming that 2 cents resistance area that has kept us down there since, you know, the beginning of April. So that is big. On top of that, even though we're heading up, the stock RSI, blue isn't above orange yet. It's starting to divert. So we're going up right now, and we're not even bullish on the stock RSI yet. So hopefully this blue continues to the upside and we get that blue over orange and to get that cross. And then from that point on, we should see a substantial gain to the upside for XCN, which would bring us up to the 1236 at about 13 cents. This next rally could possibly bring us there, in my personal opinion. You got the double buy signal here on the WTX, with it continuing to go straight up. We still have a ton of room to run here before we enter an overbought territory. The MACD had a bearish fake out right here. You can see we were heading bearish since April 14th, and we got an engulfing candle that formed today with the RSI starting to tail back up and breaking out of its downtrend. So XCN is officially bullish right now on the day chart. If we look at the weekly chart, we went over this last video. If you haven't checked out my last video, check out my last video on XCN talking about how all these altcoins, including XCN, are about ready to go parabolic. And the weekly time frame's looking fantastic. Look at that. Once we cross over and get bullish there in the weekly, it's about ready to take off. Last time the stock RSI was down this low was before our prior rally back here. And you can see the same thing's happening right now. And there's a ton of room to run, but we have just getting started. So the possibility of XCN going up to that dollar range, like we mentioned several times, is easily attainable in my personal opinion. So hopefully you guys were DCAing, because this thing's looking very good. Now, if we look at the 4-hour time frame, just get a general consensus on what's going to be happening here in the short term. We are currently above the 786 at that 2 cents range, and we are kind of high here on these indicators. So in the intraday type swing stuff, there is a chance of heading back down the 2 cents before we continue that rally on the short term time frame. If I wanted XCN, I would just put a buying order at that 2 cents range and just leave it there. Put a limit order in at 2 cents, get that wick, and then to infinity and beyond from that point on, because I think this thing's gearing up to rally up to that 13 cents time frame at the 1618 level on the day time frame. So what we're currently going to be looking for is that movement there, staying above 2 cents. Keep 2 cents in the back of your mind, write it on a sticky note, slap it on your forehead. We have to stay above 2 cents. But overall, it does look like the next rally is in play right now. Similar to what happened right here, we just had that significant rally to the upside. I think this initial one's going to be sending us up to that 13 cents price range. So congratulations, XCN holders. It looks like we're about ready to reap our rewards, and the next leg is beginning. So with that, none of this is financial advice, and if there's any coins you'd like me to chart, you can just send me a super chat in the comments and I'll get to your coin as soon as possible. Thank you.